Hello, Men's League. Thank you for this opportunity to share. My name is Brandon Archer. I'm 46 years old. I have 3 children. I've been divorced about 12 years now. And when I was first asked to share something, it took about a week for me to respond because I wasn't sure what I was going to share. And I decided tonight that I figured out what it is, and it's hard, which tells me I'm on the right track. And that is how hard it was, and to some degree still is, to come to terms at the end of my marriage that I had absolutely no idea how to do relationships. And when my marriage ended, I didn't know that. I just thought it was a situation. I probably had some resentment and blamed her, when really that's not what happened. Now on my journey where I'm at, running various men's groups, opening up to more men, and having them help me pull apart situations and dissect things, I see that I was not modeled how to have a healthy relationship with my wife, or any woman for that matter, and that hurt a lot. That was something I wanted very badly for myself. I wanted a partner that I would be connected to, and her feel connected to me. And the realization that I had no clue what I was doing was very difficult to handle. But it took me a while, but made some progress in that area, definitely. And I think it's more common, well, I know it's more common with men than we probably talk about. And it's okay. Like, it's okay that we don't know what we're doing, or I didn't know what I was doing. It's part of the human experience for sure. But that was not, the fact that my father didn't model, or my parents didn't model a great relationship for me, was not an excuse for me to continue that pattern. So finding the work, finding what I needed to do to improve relationships was, I won't say it's the hardest thing I've ever done, but it was very important to me. So I dug in. I definitely dug in on that. And I messed up a lot along the way. A lot. And that is now, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the effort I put into it. But I hurt people along the way, you know? And that is not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. And I do have times where I feel shame for that. And I do have times, more so, thank goodness, where I do have grace with myself, because I was doing the best I could at any of those moments, any times that I may have hurt somebody in a relationship. That was the result of modeling. That was a result of trauma I had. And at any of those moments in those relationships, I was doing the best I could at that moment. And that gives me peace of mind. I wasn't being belligerent. I wasn't being rude on purpose. It was the tools I had at that time and the awareness I had. And I've spent a decade working on this hard, and there's still more to learn. So that's my vulnerable share, is that relationship is important to me, but it's also a challenge. And because of those two things, I've put a lot of effort into it to make it a high priority, so that, like, I have kids too. I have a teenage daughter and a teenage son, and I want them to see, I want to model something better for them. our parents didn't have a lot of tools. They just didn't. They didn't have access to things we have today. And they did the best they could. So I'm going to do the best I can as well for my kids. And I'm hoping that I can get them a little more pointed in a direction that they have a pretty good foundation. Thanks, Minsley.